Hello everyone, my name is Adreden, and today we are going to upgrade some of our equipment here so that we can have better crafting, so we don't have to do so much crafting inside of our nanocrafter. Yeah, that way, I've got a bunch of stuff and I don't have any more space. I can't really collect more things. I'm just like at the point where like I'm bursting at the seams and needing to expand. Now one of the things I was kind of thinking I might do is take some of this here. So hopefully we can get this all just expanded upon here. I'm not entirely sure how much more space I kind of need. One of the things I was thinking I would do was expand this to the very edge. Nope, it's going to do it that way first. Fine. We'll do that much, and then I'll just bring it out across this entire plane. But yeah, that's just click once, and then it drags it the one direction, and then we just drag it back over here after we let the mouse go, but not clicking. And then finally when we click, it does that. Yeah, just because I want to make sure that I've got a lot of stuff here, a lot of space, and then I was just thinking about putting in some, like a wall on the outside, or some pillars, or something, just, I don't know, give it an interesting appearance. Ooh, wow, I have a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so like if I were to go down here, I was thinking it would kind of be fun to maybe do, yeah, like even maybe a 4x4 pillar here. Of course, wood is, or I guess 3x3 is not ideal, and then we'll just bring it down to, guess, the ground there. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it kind of would be interesting to do it that way. And then I might do the other sides real quick. And then I think I'm just going to expand this kind of as much as I can in this direction before I run out of material. Doesn't really seem like a whole lot, and that's okay. Alright, we're going to exit build mode here, and I'm just going to store that for now. Okay. Yeah, one of the first things I want to do is build some more of these, I think. Well, I don't know, there's got so many things going on, it's like crazy. Okay, so actually, okay, metalworking industry. Now, maybe not the best order to do this in. I've been thinking about it more and more, and I think actually what I want, this doesn't really make much sense at this point, but perhaps if you hadn't spent a week gathering resources like me, just waiting to just deploy it, you might want to do it a different way. But I'm thinking now the next thing in this whole sort of line of things to do is probably the smelter here, so we can make our like aluminum and the other ores that we need. Sorry, alloys we need. Because we have the refinery, which already gets us the purified ores. So yeah, that's awesome. So I think I have all this stuff. Like, this is why I say I've been bursting at the seams, because I've been producing it on my person, and it's just like it's waiting to go. So yeah, we'll probably end up using some of these guys. So I've got a small one of the combustion chambers, and I think for this we need a, okay, so we need a medium one, but that's not hard, that's easy. So exit, okay, basically chemical container medium. We have no screws on us. Yeah, I might make some screws. And bring that up to 150. 30 minutes. No. No thanks. Nope. I've already done that. That's off-camera stuff. Yeah, let's just pull in a bunch of screws. And we'll go you. Actually, I wonder where these things are made. I think they're just made in my thing. After I get it going, though, I'll take another look. But yeah, now, boom, now we can make it. 9 minutes. Oh boy. See, takes forever. So I would have done that one probably next after this chemical, or sorry, the just sort of metal refinery. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to move this over a smidgen now that I have this extra space here. That would be number, first off, build, and then number 9. And we'll just select it and shimmy it kind of over into this corner here. Something like that. Now, I may end up stacking a couple of these together, just so that I have more stuff that I'd like. At least 4 of them, I think, would be good. And I'll probably do more of them off camera, just because it's something that would be nice to have, to just be able to throw the main 4 ores into this guy here, kind of like these guys, and just have them automatically process. I think that would be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I made a couple extra of these medium frames here. I've got tons of things to go. Okay, well, let's build the metal thing, because the metal factory instead, because may as well, right? I wish this would stay open a little bit better sometimes. I'm not quite sure. Maybe there will be a way to do it, or is a way to do it. I don't know. We're learning. But yes, I do a lot of metalworking, so that's kind of an annoying little thing. So we're going to just, I think, kick that one on. Make 1, start. And error, missing something. Probably this basic mobile panel M. We're going to be able to build something, because I've got stuff. I don't think it's linked properly. I think that's what's going on. So I think I probably have it still linked to this guy here. And that's kind of a problem. Okay, so I guess we'll go into linking, if I haven't covered it already. Linking, basically you just go to your build menu, and then you press 6. Yeah, see, now you can see the link. It's this guy right here. It connects these two together. You can actually delete these by selecting it like that, just hovering it over, and then right mouse clicking and delete link. So we're going to do that. And then I guess I will link this guy to this guy. You can hear it fire up immediately, because it knows that it's in there. 31 minutes. Whew. Alright, so maybe we'll only do this one. Or maybe I will just record this over the next few hours, producing one at a time, and we'll just do one at a go. But yeah, this is sort of like where we're at now. It's just a matter of producing the machines so that I can speed up everything, right? Start automating things a little bit more, because you know, it's been nice just having the ability to have in here, like right now, if I wanted to go, I could go mining somewhere out here and turn off the build menu, and then just bring it back over here and have this machine refine it, right, without me having to wait for this guy to finish. You know, it makes things a lot better, and so when I get more and more of these things, I'll speed up my production a lot more, and I could probably even, you know, start making industrial chains. But I don't know. We'll see how that all goes. Okay, so I think our first item is done. I just did a bunch of mining, so that needs to all go in here. And then I'll just process it, and we'll get to some more building. Basically, I just went for bauxite and hematite. I need so much more aluminum. It's kind of crazy. To use this guy, I don't know if I've showed it or not. Just go there to recipes, find your basics, go to aluminum, apply, put it on infinite run, hit start, and it just starts going. Right. I don't really have like a ton of space in here anymore. It's one of the things I do need to start building more containers. So that'll probably also happen. I'll probably do that between episodes, because containers are pretty simple stuff. Anyway, if people want to know, then that's fine. I can probably do that. Okay, so this guy here doesn't sound like it's running anymore. It outputs into this? Wow. Okay. Sure. So, yeah, metalworking industry, medium. Great. Now, one of the next things I wanted to do was that alloy smelter, so we're going to hit K, And, oh, not K, F. Recipes. Smelter, there it is. And that's gonna be, because I've got the basic chemical burner going, and boom. Apply, make one. That's gonna go. So I'll just take the few pieces out of here, like I said. Those guys there. I got tons of pipes because I know I need to build a ton of machines. Just been sort of building stuff in the background as I've been waiting to get this done. So that's good. That's good. Lots of screws. I was going to separate them out, but they are parts of, I think, like, you know, this one, and, you know, these will be... they're all in here. It's all kind of just lined up so that we can build things. Electronics. I was building electronics as well. Are those over here? No, that's for another bit of a machine. Let's get this guy down. So on the processing side of things, I think what I'm going to do is put it down kind of with a space between it, because I think the alloy smelter will go there. And then put it here-ish. We're going to have to move you. Yoink. Go over there. And there. Now... Sure. I guess it just leaves it floating. It's kind of weird. As we go, I'll get it back on the ground here real quick. Okay, let's put this down. Well, build, metalworking industry. Interesting, I've got a different sort of positioning system here. Now we kind of rotate it with R, I believe, R and wheel mouse. We can put it into a different orientation if we want to. I might for now. I'll probably move things around between episodes at some point. So that's down. The build menu. Get that off my screen. Good. And then we just want to link it up. So we get build 6. And I think this one will be using basic materials. So I'm probably going to want to link this to there for an input. And then it's probably going to want to output from there into this guy. Let's double check to make sure we're right. Okay. Okay, so we activate this guy. For recipes, looks like, yeah, we got parts. So, like, I imagine things like screws. Advanced screws, uncommon screws. Oh, okay, good. Perfect. Beautiful. Basically, oh, this is where we need the chromium and such. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we'll be able to start producing so much more better things. That's great. And so if I go like this and I hit apply, I say make one, it is drawing from container small 15, which I believe is this guy, isn't it? Right? But it doesn't have the alloy in it. And that's where the alloy smelter will be coming in from, because it needs this, what is it, selenium? Aluminum? To do that. Okay, but I need that for what I'm crafting in my K menu, because I'm currently making another medium assembler here. That way I can have extra machines being built at once, or I can have a spare or whatever, but I'm doing it for another video, the previous video in fact. Okay, so basically now we have to wait for the next piece of equipment to come out, and that is this smelter. So that'll be good. That's gonna take me another half an hour to do. Whew. Alright, well, we'll be back with that. Alright guys, as you can see, I built a couple more of these in. I ended up doing kind of like Hal, my friend did, and building up some supports and just kind of extending them over so that I could place these on top, and then just lining them up as best as I could. I think they're all pretty good, to be honest. And then the other thing I did is I moved it over after I, of course, had added all this extra stuff in here, all this extra material. And then I went actually all the way to the four corners of this little build area, I guess. Build cube, build area. And I put in some pillars. I kind of like the pillars. I don't know. It kind of shows me how much more area I would have if I build down plus up. So it's kind of interesting to see just how much space I would have, right? For like, say, at least a two-story sort of structure, maybe three. Anyway, we'll get into building larger structures at some point. I'm sure of it. Okay, so that thing is done. This smelter, so we're going to take that guy. And I was thinking about putting it here. I had to move my little ship over here, and so we're going to just move this guy here. We're going to pick it up with the build 1 and alt, if I have any space. 1. Alt. Not enough storage. Okay, so that might be a bit of a problem. Let's just actually hit number 9, and we'll grab it, and we'll move it. Because I want to put the ore smelter, or right kind of in here, so that it's sort of right next to these guys. And then I might put another bunch of these guys stacked up here. I don't quite know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, this is just like a first base. Everything will be sort of figured out more as we go. With future builds, I'm hoping to get into space and back to Alioth or some other place fairly soon. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm slowing myself down quite a bit by doing these videos, but, you know, I think it's important. So, and smelter. And it's at that rotation, which I find weird, but hit R, and I'm just going to rotate it this way. Not quite sure how much I want it. I think there, because I don't want it to be inside the polygon, but I may have failed. Yeah, it's maybe inside of it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's hit the linking tool. Let's link the input, which would be, I guess, this guy. This is where the ores get stored, and then they get pushed into there. And then from here... I built this one also because I was running out of storage. I'm not sure how exactly I want to do this. I want to have a whole bunch of these, or just kind of build out of these two containers, because I think I could mostly get away with just 2. But I might... Well, let's see here, because this will make that, and then it's going to grab from this thing, and this will make some parts that need to go back over to here. And that's already set up, right, along this one here. This here, so... And it looks like it's going to be pulling from here, so I think this was my original thought, so let's do that. All plugs are used. Well, that solves it. We're just going to go there, and then we're going to break this link here with a right click, delete link, and click U to there, and then that solves that. Then it goes back over here, and this is what all the assemblers are pulling from, so we should be able to get some metal parts like pipes and stuff going on. Actually, I might move this back just so tighten everything back up again. Not really necessary, but I think it's a good idea. And then we're going to build some more things. U and back, and maybe forward a smidge there. Probably should be rotated 180, but I don't really care. That's good enough. And check the links just to make sure. I mean, I think everything will be fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Beautiful. Let's get on to the next section of what we're doing and maybe take a look at what these guys can build here. Sorry for the sound too. This corner is really goofy. I don't really know what is going on with it, but it's pretty annoying. So over here, I've added a couple more things, you know, even more power. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to use them. I may end up using them just for the extra large assembler, or sorry, the large assembler as soon as I get to it. But, you know, I don't know when exactly that will be. Hopefully soon. Here's a large power transformer for another build too. Okay, so we have the electronics, so let's build the electronics one next, which is the electronics industry, F, And recipes, and that is under electronics. And oh, we need the robot arm. So that's one thing we're going to have to build. That's probably going to take me a little longer than I hoped. But we have the other things. So let's do that up. Our medium, we have all of that. We have to grab some of those components. Hold shift, drag, and I don't know. I'll put 100 in because I was not actually like paying that much attention. Okay, and so it was 25. Yeah, we're good. I should technically build 2, I think, because I needed 1 for another machine. I think the 3D printer. So we'll just build 2 now because we have the parts. I'm gonna see if this chemical container is over in the metal former. It might be. In which case I could craft that up. You know, maybe right away. We'll see if we can actually build something this way. Oh yeah, look at that. We have all kinds of chemical containers. We got these advanced ones and the basic ones, maybe even uncommon? No uncommon ones. Okay, that's fine. So, what we're going to want to do is find the medium one. And it looks like we need aluminum and basic screws, which I don't know that we have any aluminum in the other container. So, that would be a problem. There must be a recipe already in here. Basic screws. Okay, cool. Anyhow, you here and apply and start. Jammed. Missing ingredient. So we need 49 liters of aluminum. Let's try to make it with our refinery here, or let's try to make it with our smelter here. So aluminum, and it makes 75 in a go, so that's good. So we'll hit apply and we'll make 1. In fact, we may want to see if we can maintain 2. Can we maintain 2? Maybe. Missing ingredients. It's because I'm really low on aluminum. Everything right now I'm making basically uses aluminum, and it is getting to be a bit bit rough. I do have more silicon in there. Yeah, I got tons of silicon, just not much aluminum. This is where it's kind of, I feel like it's going to get kind of neat, because now we should be able to maintain 2 batches of this in here. We just go mine some more bauxite again, and then I'll be back. Okay, so things are starting to speed up. I mean, once I can just, you know, throw this stuff in here now, I've got about 1,200 bauxite. Then that'll start just being taken directly from here. I think it's this guy processing it. This one. Green. Green is on. There we go. Just automatically taking it, and then it'll just start dumping it in there, and then this one should start using it. But it could be done. Yeah, I think it just needs aluminum. At any rate, let's check in here for aluminum. Would be putting it in here, wouldn't it? Yeah, 75 aluminum here. So it's only got 1. And then this one should grab that. I also need to add some screws to it. I'm just, you know, partly figuring this out with you guys, so it's kind of interesting for me. I really do enjoy like most of this stuff here. We'll just throw in 50, because why not? F. Yep, there we go. Took that. Now I can automatically produce that as I produce another arm. This is going to be quite nice once I get this, you know, up and running. I know, man, I can see a factory taking up a lot of space. So that'll be kind of interesting. I feel like it'll be one of those things to automate where if I can automatically tell it to set recipes and stuff, it can just auto-configure an entire assembly chain for what's needed. Oh man, that would be just friggin' beautiful. You know, with the program keyboard here. I'll figure it out again. It's not important for right now. I also have the robot arm for this guy. So let's put in robot arm number 1 in there, and F, and recipes. Okay, so electronics, we're going to hit apply and make 1, and we'll just start that up. There, that guy is going now. That'll really start to speed things up, you know, I don't actually think all of this stuff is totally necessary. I mean, like, I could mostly get along with, you know, producing some things to get into space by not, you know, doubling up on, tripling up or more on some of these machines, but I think it'll be good to have them later on anyway. I think I have to set this to maintain 100 for it to have essentially 2 batches. Now, I'm not 100% certain, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to stop and finish, start again, went back down to 2. Okay, start, because there was 26 in here, which is above 2, but not 100. We should probably make 2 batches, I think. So it would be basically 176, I think of it. But it's interesting, there's other alloys and stuff here which I haven't really gotten into yet, so that'll be kind of cool to start to play around with those, but we'll probably get into that sometime soon. I still have to get there with this here set of assemblers, you know. I do have now room to expand probably at least 1 more. Like if I maybe move... I'm not quite sure. I may have to move some stuff around, but maybe I'll have to move and put like the extra large assembler here. Sorry, just the large. I don't know if I'll end up getting to an extra large yet. Okay, and that one is done. I believe it is over here. Electronics. Be kind of cool. Yeah, not quite sure. Maybe I'll put this one in back in here. It's kind of an interesting spot for it. Build, double click. Oh, it's tiny. Interesting. A really small little guy. Yeah, can I just... that thing there? Use the link tool. What is it gonna draw from, I wonder? And I guess just the alloys and stuff, right? So if it's electronics, I guess just basic electronics, polycarbonate plastic, basic components. Can I make components? Cool, yeah, so we can build basic components, and so basically I guess we'll draw from here. This might get a little bit complex, I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking I may end up having to go... that's probably too many. Oh, I guess not. I may end up making a bunch of smaller videos for these individual machines. Let me know if that would interest you guys, because if there's enough need for it, I will do it. It's just that at this stage, I'm a little unsure of all the videos that are going to be needed and what will be the least confusing for people, you know? Because, like, right now, this might be getting a little bit much for this one video. I have also, over here, continued to produce things here. So we should have enough for glass maker, and I'm working on a 3D printer and a chemical industry one. And I'm about to have a second medium assembler, probably here-ish. I don't know, we'll move maybe some things around if we have to. Just because of my other tutorial, it should be coming along and we'll be able to produce that thing and put it right there. So then I can produce a couple of these at once that'll speed up my sort of production time. Yeah, should be good. I'm going to build this basic chemistry one because I think it's going to be pretty important for fuel and for polycarbonate plastics. I think that'll be a good one to have, and also do the 3D printer as soon as I can. Okay, guys, it's still that beautiful day. Actually, multiple days. I just finished producing that the second medium assembler, which isn't necessary, I would say. It does maybe save you some time, and I know I will use it in the future, because having to produce all of these machines was a bugger. Now, I know we were building, which one was it, the 3D printer? We put those down, and from there, I kind of just went ahead and, because a lot of it is kind of the same, you know? There is a lot of stuff in recipes, elements, industry. I mean, we saw this already, right? We've seen all these different machines here that we could produce, and so I've made pretty much all of them. I didn't make the recycler because I discovered the recycler is used to make scrap materials, and I don't know that that's actually that useful. I mean, it could be, but I'm not really interested in it yet. Unless someone maybe knows in the comments, let me know, because I think the scrap stuff is only for repairing stuff. No, I don't know. But if it can recycle, say, like an old, say, extra small assembler. Not that I'm actually going to get rid of that one. You know, that could be nice. That could be nice. I just don't know. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, basically just kind of go over what I've learned about these ones here. Once again, if in this last episode, Hal told me that you can link 7 of these inputs into one of these machines. So you can have things like your ore feed into something like one of these somewhere, which then gets drawn upon for different smelting recipes for different alloys, which then can go into one place. But then I was having trouble having that as an output being mixed in with, like, I think it was this one here needed certain components, like actual like parts. This one here might exemplify exactly what I mean. Like, I need actual parts, and I need like these different alloys in here just to make these all up. Oh yeah, we're gonna grab these guys very soon and work with them. So I'm preparing to build a, oh, it's just it's building a lot of them. Building way too many of them. I'm going to never need fixations again. I'm not quite sure. There was a couple minutes there where I was just throwing things to get built, and I think I goofed. Oh boy, that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Anyhow, I'm building a new vehicle pretty soon, but we'll see. Okay, where did we leave off? Probably was with this guy, this 3D printer. He builds, come on you, a lot of like cases and a lot of these parts. Now I think I may need to go into some of these things a little bit more, almost in their own videos. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, there's lots of screens that are around. Those are parts though. Structural parts, casings, that's what I was actually building just now. Intermediate parts, which I guess fixations, which I guess I'm building in another spot. Or I'm building, okay, this is, yeah, okay, so this is where they're actually produced. Materials, I guess you can do some materials in here. Carbon fiber, okay, cool. So you can do certain things in this guy. Anyway, I have them all mostly linked to these, you know, 3 guys here, but some of these ones are pretty hub-like. Probably, well, we will go, at some point, we're going to get a larger static core unit, and we're going to produce a bigger base, bigger factory, a better factory, I hope. You know, I'm learning a lot, and I hope to pass that information on to you guys. So, that's what that guy did. And then, I mean, there's so many important ones. I've been finding out, like this guy here. This is the glass furnace, and it produces, well, as you might know, glass. We look inside, that's fantastic. But there's also other things like parts, consumable things like warp cells. Why? I don't know. I don't quite know why. But I guess it's, everything is done inside of it must blow bubbles in the glass and puff it up to the right shape or shape it, etc. I don't quite know exactly. But that's one of those things that happens. You can also get honeycomb materials out of it, which is mostly just, I think, the luminescent glass. I haven't tried this yet. I'm kind of curious. It requires these uncommon LEDs, which you need uncommon glass for. It's interesting because this guy, LEDs, you actually produce LEDs in this thing as well, which kind of threw me for a loop because I thought that that would all be like electronics, but it's kind of a weird way they did it. But you know, like, yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, so I've had to do a number of these guys here, so I had to make some advanced glass, and those all connect up to this guy and back and forth. And eventually that all kind of gets fed over into this one here, which I've actually made a second one of because I've found it so useful. But like I'll have to be making things like plastic components at one, or basic components at one point, and I don't know, power supplies and basic electronics. Like this electronics industry is actually quite useful. I think, yeah, I'll need to make, well, I do have a second one in here. Yoink. No, not yoink. Come on. Yoink. There you go. That one, and another refinery. I do have, you know, the 4 main refineries. They're set to the main 4 tier 1 minerals. So the tier 2 stuff, I guess, we'll put up another refinery. Probably, I won't do another one in this particular series, but, and same with this guy here. And yeah, this one here is the chemical factory, which you can use to make things like, well, what's it doing right now? Yeah, plastics. Lots of good plastics. Fluoropolymers. This polycalcilate plastic is actually one that these two are kind of the main ones I had to use so far. The polycarbonate, but that you can do it yourself. Like in your nanocrafter, the polycarbonate seems to be here as well. And then there's also things I do believe like nitron. You can build the nitron in this particular one here if you wanted to be able to make it. And it's not crazy expensive. I mean, I guess that's just 1 silicon rock and 1 carbon rock, and then some oxygen and hydrogen. I don't know how the heck nitron works. I guess I'm not going to even try to figure it out. But, it looks like they have a localization problem here. That's fine. I'm sure they'll fix it. Anyhow, that is that. I'm going to put down the honeycomb one because it's the last one that I actually do need to put down. Oh, there we go. I don't really have a spot chosen for it though. I guess, I mean, it'll probably go here. Hit R and rotate. Do I like it in any particular orientation? Not really. I'll probably just stick it like there. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, and so let's see here. Recipes. One of the ones that I want to produce some more of is probably some kind of steel. Ooh, got lots of blue and other kinds of steels. This is kind of nice. I don't know. One of these times I'll probably look at this. Galvanized. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and so I'm guessing this is where I'll make a lot of the honeycomb materials. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I mean, the honeycomb materials I make are, it's somewhat important, but it's not like I've been making a ton. I built a few recently for the upcoming vehicle build that I'm going to do. These guys here, but, you know, and the stuff for this building. Now, someone had mentioned that they didn't get, you know, they didn't get as much of a base as they might have thought for the amount of time, and it's true, it takes a lot of time to build these bases. I probably could have put more stuff on this base if I would have focused more on that, but I just, because there's no there's no PvE on this planet, it's not important. I'm used to playing 7 Days to Die, and when I play, I'm used to getting, you know, wandering hordes of zombies and stuff, like coming by and wrecking my stuff. But I don't have to worry about that. It's kind of relaxing playing this game. Anyhow, if you have any questions about these, I will attempt to answer them because I'm learning a lot about them, but I am not an expert as of recording this video. Now, times change and I will learn. And if it's been a few months, I may have... We'll see, you know, just hit me up. I may know the answer, I may not. Anyhow, I think that's pretty much it. I think in the next episode, what I'm going to do is build a large assembler, which I'm pretty much out of space for. and a new hover vehicle. Because the large assembler doesn't really matter. I mean, it's going to be important. We'll take a look at it at some point, but it is something that I think I'm just going to do in the background, because it's going to be just the same kind of stuff as this episode, right? You just go in here, hit F, recipes, similar, large, and I just have to produce this stuff, right? And then I just hit apply and build. It's nothing different than what you've seen here, but we'll take a look at it. So I think with that, I'll basically say, yeah, next episode we're going to try to build, or maybe start to build, a new, at least a hover vehicle, probably a flying vehicle, if I can figure it out. I'm going to leave this one as is, because I want this one on this planet, and I'm going to probably bring the other one to Alioth. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I don't know how long this video is. If it's really long, I wasn't intending it to be crazy long, but if it's, you know, I don't think it'll be too short, at any rate. Alright guys, have a good one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and share with somebody who you think might find it useful or interesting. And if you are new to the channel and want to learn more about Dual Universe, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.